What is up, guys, and welcome to a new video. Welcome to the first gaming video, not the first video game video on my channel, that's complete bullshit, to the first FIFA video on my channel, where today I'll be taking part in a FIFA 20 career mode fantasy draft. Now, I can't wait to get into this and show exactly what is going on in today's video. I'm competing against 5 other YouTubers in a face-off in career mode, where basically we've each been given a £300 million budget to build the best team we can. However, it wasn't that simple, as we're facing off against each other. We weren't able to pick the same players, so we went into a draft on Discord, selecting each one by one until we finally had our 25-man squads. Now, before we get into the video, do go subscribe and subscribe to all the other guys. We've got Tim Woods, Rads Gaming, Hxnleyy, Blurcle, and JJ Lozzer. Make sure you sub to all of them. Their links will be in the description, but you probably come from their channels considering I'm brand new with this new channel. Anyway, let's get right into the video. Take a look at the team. Here we are then. This is the team that we are starting off with in this career, and I've got to say, I'm delighted with the side that we've built. I spent every single penny to the dot to get this £300 million side. In that we have Jan Sommer, defenders Pepe and Thiago Silva, fullbacks Malqui and Kolarov. Full solid Serie A setting in this team now. I look at it back. Modric and Tielemans as a midfield duo is going to be lethal. We've got the experience and the youth right there in the middle. Vinicius Jr., absolutely rapid and a brilliant dribbler. And then Rashford and Haaland up front. Also Daniel Olmo on the right. A lot of youth in this side, which is the tactic I went for us. They will improve quickly, but also older players who have very high ratings but very low value. So I think I've absolutely aced this in terms of tactics. Adama, a lovely little super sub there if things come to it. Quagliarella and Pedro also should be solid off the bench. Then a good bit of depth in the side with Abraham, Mascherano, Fabregas and Caceres, giving us a good bit of experience in the side. We probably have the oldest squad of all the guys actually, but let's get into the season. Here we are then, into this season, and one thing I've got to say is how this works. Basically, how it's going to work is quite simple. Whichever of us in our simulated season gets the most points goes on and wins the challenge. Now, so far, I believe we've seen Rads Gaming's yesterday, and I think he got 72 points, if I'm remembering quickly. One other thing to note, if you win the Champions League, you win it all outright. However, with the sides we have, we're not quite up to the quality of other teams, so I don't think we'll quite be able to beat the likes of Manchester City when it comes down to it. But a good start for us as we do make it to the final of our pre-season tournament, where we do sadly lose out to Spurs, but a pretty good showing and something that's going to really boost morale for what is a mixed side of players that definitely wouldn't play together in any normal situation. But we begin to sim this season, getting on through August. We're only allowed to play a max of 5 games, so you had to pick them wisely. And of course, the first one I had to pick would be Barcelona. We're sending out our full lineup for this one. Mr. Layers is going out in strength. Pepe definitely has experience against this Barcelona side. Thankfully, or disappointingly maybe, Messi isn't in the team. Modric and Vinicius obviously also being rivals of Barca as well, so I suppose we've weakened our opponents quite a fair bit, although Pepe was of course at Porto. But we are the side that gets off to the strongest start in this game, as Rashford has slipped through. Lovely little opportunity, and he sticks it top bins. So I think I've just realised for the first time that's Tielemans, not Rashford, but never mind. Vinicius, again in the 27th minute, finds Daniel Olmo, who takes one attempt. Good save to Stegen. Second time though, he's not missing that opportunity whatsoever, and we are taking an early lead in this game. However, Barca are no pushovers. They fight back. Frenkie de Jong is slipped through, and he makes it 2-1 just before the end of the first half. And the lead doesn't hold much further than that, as Barca, it's a corner swung in, and Sergio Busquets, of all goddamn people, goes in and scores the equaliser in a game that we could have held on and got all 3 points, which would have been absolutely huge. We did actually beat Real in the sim away from home, I believe, which is absolutely amazing to see. 2-1, but they all count. I suppose Modric and Vinicius were big steals. I suppose they don't have the star striker or Ronaldo that they once did. But a 2-2 draw in this game is a pretty solid start to this episode. Tielemans and Chiellini, their brand new signing, have a quick chit chat. Another thing to focus on though, the Champions League. We do play our final game in the UCL as one of our selected matches, and we're facing off against Ajax. And here we go then, Ajax versus Valencia. As it stands in the group, we were sitting top spot but could still lose out if we lost in this Ajax game, as Chelsea were close behind in third and Ajax sitting in second, where a win would put them above of us. Vinicius though gets a good opportunity on the wing, slips it open, and once again Rashford in a load of space bangs it top bins to take us 1-0 up just before the first half is coming to a close. And this is an absolute horror bit of gameplay because the freezing is awful, but Haaland should have stuck that in the back, and there was a lovely bit of play to get past Onana, but it wasn't to be. We keep the pressure piling, though, as we head into the second half. We were the dominant side in this game, to be fair. Really, the attack and the counter-attack really held us strong. Rashford deserved the second here, but Danny Blind knocks it off his forehead against the line, and he does bag one, but it is enough to bag us all 3 points in this game. And after that, we finished top of the group, 14 points, 4 wins, 2 draws, and I couldn't be much happier with the performance that we got right there. I've also simmed the last 16 game when we'd seen this, and we were beating Napoli 2-1, which is a pretty nice fixture to get, to be honest, in a game such as this, giving us a fairly clean route through to the quarterfinals if things go to plan. And we sim through here the second leg against Napoli. We're at home, surely no way we can bottle it, and we do win 3-1. Callahan's late goal knocking away our clean sheet, but you can't knock a performance like that. And however, we were looking happy, we were looking good, then we see Liverpool come up on the timeline, and you know it's all gone to shit. Quarterfinal for teams, in terms of anyone that we could have wanted, these were the last side that we would have picked. Anybody but them. But of course, it was not to be. And Liverpool beat us 4-0 in the first leg. We head out to play the game in the second, hoping somehow we can pull it back. Apologies quickly. The screen freezes in this game are absolutely awful, so apologies for that. The little bit poor graphics, but we jump into the game hoping to pull off some kind of a miracle. Liverpool are normally the side doing it, but it gives them just 2 minutes for Bobby Firmino to head it past. I just don't know what Thiago Silva was marking there, but it wasn't Firmino or Mane. Kolarov should have done a better job of stopping Salah that early in the game. We do try and fight back though, and Hero Haaland does get a lovely overhead kick, to be fair, which with a little bit of a pooch. At least if we're going to get something, an overhead kick at Anfield is a little bit nice. Another opportunity here, we're still thinking maybe we can get something. Haaland tries another bit of acrobatics, this time no luck as it swings very much wide. And although we do get a late goal back here, Tielemans, a lucky steal, back heels it to Haaland, a nice play, slips it to Rashford, who sends it to Alisson with a good little turn and makes it 2-1. We do win the game, but not the war, as they do go on and progress into the last 8 of the UCL. Firmino's goal really shutting down the tie before it even begun. And from there, we sim to the end of the season, waiting for the date of our final game against Sevilla. No easy finish that, but we're heading in with confidence as we jump into the game here. Not much happened in the first half, so we're heading straight into the second. A good opportunity here for Rashford, denied, but I believe that's Vaklik in goal. He's actually a very promising keeper. Unfortunately, we have Oblak as his international #1, but how did they miss this chance here? I do not know. Jean Jordan, he's normally actually a sick player on this game, but that was a nightmare. We capitalised by coming back. Modric, Rashford and Haaland linking up with the latter, heading in a beautiful goal to finalise what is an absolutely delightful move, and to end the season on a high with our 30th, yes you heard that right, 30th victory of the season. And here is the final table. We end with 92 points. We've absolutely blitzed it. I couldn't be happier with the lads' performance from this season. 85 goals, 26 conceded. That's damn impressive. We beat Atletico, probably our big rivals to target in this competition as well. They do get their own back though, as they do win the Supercopa and I believe the Copa de España as well, knocking us out in both semi-finals, which is a bit of a pain, but that wasn't a focus and had no impact on our competition. So as it stands, I believe I'm in the lead. So whoever's up next, this is the score to beat, 92 points. Being to point out Haaland, an absolute god with 21 goals. Quagliarella, despite being 37 years of age, bagged 14 as well. That's bloody impressive. And better than that, we bagged 3 players in the team of the season, with Kolarov, Haaland and Modric all stepping in. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. Do go subscribe. Until next time, peace.